Blackpink is the revolution. 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 Revolution.
Hello guys, it's BubbleT here, and I'm going to be sharing my K-pop unpopular opinions. Now I know this trend was really popular on YouTube like a few months back, but I was just hesitant to share my opinions on how I felt about certain things that happen in K-pop. But now I decided to just say fuck it, and I just felt like I wanted to share some, just, vent some stuff off my chest. So I don't know how to start transition to it. I'm just gonna go jumping into it. So I have 6 opinions I wanted to share, and it's gonna be a pretty lengthy video only because I want to elaborate more as to why I feel this way, or why I feel so strongly about these opinions. So hopefully you guys, if you agree, comment below. If you disagree, that's fine. You can also share your opinions. I don't mind. I'm open to anybody's opinions, comments, whatever. Because, at the end of the day, we're all K-pop fans. We all are going to experience different things. We're all going to feel different things. So it's expected to have different opinions about different things. So to start out, for my first opinion, I personally think that 2018 was NCT's year. Ever since their album, Empathy, I feel like it was just comeback. And I just feel like they really got their name out there. They gained a lot more fans. And they even went to America for the MTV Music Awards, was it? Or some type, I know it's like MTV something. But I just do feel like that they really paved their name into 2018. And I'm just so happy for them. I'm so proud. And I know it's tiring. I know that they have had so many good things come out of this, but it's just, I bet they're so tired. They've been nonstop dancing, just nonstop performing, traveling, just doing all this stuff. But at the end of the day, the results are amazing. So I couldn't be any less happy. I'm just happy that can't speak. I'm just happy that they're, following their dreams and just doing what they love to do and getting their name out there and getting more fans and just getting that recognition that they deserve. So with that being said, moving on to number 2, I do feel like this is a very popular opinion, especially in December for Mama Awards. In my opinion, I feel like Mama was trash. I always felt that way ever since last year when I felt like there was a lot of bias. There was a lot of biasm going on with the voting system. I just felt like I'm not gonna throw shit on any idols. Everyone has worked their asses off to get to where to get to, but I do feel like credit was not given properly, and I just feel like Mama did that out of spite of some companies who refused to have their idols perform during Mama Awards. So when I heard the news that SM was not going to be attending or not having any of their idols attend Mama Awards, I wasn't shocked because it's just so biased. It's just now, and I even heard some fans say that they're even. I know all K-pop is a very kind of sketchy news source, but I did come across one of their articles and they're saying that some Korean fans don't even vote for Mamas anymore. They just watch performances, and I honestly feel the same way too. I only go there for the performances. Because, at the end of the day, it's not like our votes actually matter. It may, but at the end of the day, it's still going to get rigged in some sort of way. So it's why waste my time and my energy voting when it's not going to be applied to anything? I'd rather just watch the people that I love and support perform. So, like I said, Mama it's just a horrible award show. It's just because there's so many biasm. And then it's just not like how it used to be. And it's sad because it's I see all these new rookie idols and they're getting so excited and amped up for these big award shows, but it's only to not really have that qualification. Not the qualification for them, but for Mama standards on how they're supposed to be and how they have had this reputation of being one of the high-end music award shows ever, just not be met. So if that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense. But like I'm saying, I feel bad for the rookie idols who come here or who go to Mamas and they don't really get that recognition because Mama is so focused on the big groups that they tend not to focus on the smaller groups. That's what I'm trying to interpret. Okay, so number 3. Now, I also think that this is a very popular opinion and a very recent, frustrating rumor, or not even yeah, rumor, opinion, whatever you want to say it. But that is the whole dating scandal with Hyuna and Edan. So I'm not going to really touch bases with Hyuna and Edan. The one thing I am going to say though is that yes, Hyuna has as much rights to say what she wants to say as the next person. But I do agree with some sources when they say that timing was a little bit off. Like I said, I am happy that she came out and said that she was dating him, because I mean, it just gives her she's just giving her friends that, I mean, not her friends, but her fans that platform to be like, hey, I want to be more honest with you guys, so here's the truth. I appreciate that and I adore her for that. But I do wish I wish she did withhold it, only because the news did break out right after Pentagon gained immense popularity through their song Shine. So I personally feel like she should have, I don't know, because at that moment it's like, when would have been a good time to announce that you're in a relationship with another idol? So I don't know. Like I said, I feel like timing was off, but it's like at this point, it's like, when would have been the right, like when could have been the right time? Because there's like no time to really disclose anything when it comes down to dating scandals, which now leads me into my this is gonna be like the same opinion, so it's still gonna be my opinion number 3. It's just I'm using Hyuna and Edan as an example, because this is an example of why idols are so scared to announce that they're in relationships, especially with another idol, because I feel like there's just so much to lose and it's unfair. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for fans to really accept the fact that you will never be in a relationship with your idol. Like, your job as a fan is to support them. Nothing more, nothing less. If you feel immense gratitude towards them in any way, that's your business. That is your prerogative. But at the end of the day, I just don't want fans to misconstrue idolizing them into like having this false fantasy that they'll actually end up being with them. Like, don't get me wrong, if you're someone who like believes in whole, like who has hope like that, then go for it. But it's like, just how the world is set up and just how odd that's gonna be, like how unlikely that is to happen. It's just not something you should be really focusing on. It's like, it's just the probability of you or like a fan dating an idol is really low. Like, I mean, hold on, is that right? The probability is like, yeah, it's very low. Like, there's like really little to no chance of that ever happening. So it's like, why really sit here and just have this fantasy that, oh, I'm gonna marry my oppa, la la la. It's like, no. So I feel like fans have misinterpreted this as what it means to be a fan, and now it's gotten to the point now where idols can't even come out to us. Like, because I know a lot of K-pop groups are wanting to, trust their fans more, be a little personal with them, but it's so hard nowadays for the idols because fans are just so backwards with it that it's just so hard to like really disclose anything. So especially with dating rumors, because it's just, you don't know how the fans are going to react. You don't know how that's going to affect your image, or how it's going to affect your significant other's image, or how it's going to affect your company's image. So with dating, like, so I don't know. I feel like I'm all over the place, but what I'm really trying to, like, the core basis of what I'm trying to say is that I feel like it's so unfair for idols to have to disclose something so small. Like, they are humans just like us. If we can date and they don't give a shit about dating, why is it so different for them? Like, they're humans too. They want to fall in love. They want to have kids. They want to have a family. They want to do this. They want to do that. So it's like, why is it that we're prohibiting that? Now, I'm not saying that they can't date. I mean, I'm pretty sure all idols, I'm not saying all, but I'm pretty sure many of the idols that we stand are in secret relationships. But it's sad that they have to be in secret. If I was an idol, if I was in a relationship, I would want to flaunt my relationship. I would want to say, hey, I am happy that I'm in a relationship with this beautiful individual. So it's just sad to know that they can't really trust us with something so big in their life because of how the backlash. It's just definitely the backlash, because you saw what happened with Hyuna and Edan. They both lost. Like, Edan had to leave Pentagon and terminate his contract, and same with Hyuna's contract got terminated. So it's unfair that they had to let their love be the sacrifice of their career. I don't know if that sounded like, I don't want y'all like misinterpreting what I mean, but it's like, it's sad that they had to choose between a relationship and being an idol to win. It's like, they should be able to win the situation. They should be able to still be idols and still be in a relationship. It said they had to choose one or the other when there shouldn't have been an ultimatum. It should have just been, okay, that's fine. So I just feel like with idols that it's unfair that they're having to keep such a very important, something like a very big secret from everybody when they shouldn't have to. If they want to fall in love, that they should be able to do that, and we shouldn't be the ones to ridicule them about it. And that's just all I have to say about it. Okay, so number 4 on my popular opinions is Jennie from Blackpink. Now, there has been a lot of controversy going around about her position in Blackpink and how fans feel like that she is slacking or that she doesn't care or that she has this princess image. Now, there was a video, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Blinks and a lot of non-Blackpink fans saw the video of comparisons of Jennie in her comeback track solo, and how backtrack. Okay, so there was a video that was showing comparisons of Jennie with Blackpink during their performances and then with Jennie doing her solo performances. And you can see the difference. You can see that when she was performing with Blackpink, she was not really giving it her best, I'm like losing her, just slacking, not giving it her full energy. But when she was doing her own solo performances, she was giving energy, giving expression, just giving all that energy, life, just being vibrant. So people that video left fans really wondering, is she really into Blackpink? Does she really care for Blackpink? Is she just doing this for herself? Does she care about herself? A lot of this really this happened fast. The minute that video was aired, not even before the video, people were already having a little bit of skepticism about Jennie and her position in Blackpink because of how they saw how she was with her solo comeback and how she was with Blackpink's comebacks. But that video really just was the tip of the iceberg, and then everything just fell out. So, now I'm not gonna lie, now those comparisons were valid. They did show the comparison of how she is when she's not with Blackpink and how she is with Blackpink. Like I said, every idol is a human being. But that does not give an idol the excuse to not give it their all. If you are tired, I am sorry. I'm not even trying to sound selfish or entitled, but yes, I know everyone gets tired. Yes, I know being an idol is not the easiest job. It's the hardest job there is. You're having to put on a show for everybody. You're having to dance until your feet break. You're having to sing until your vocal cords are just ready to pop out. You're getting little to no sleep. You're on strict diets. You are basically being watched from the public's eye. The littlest thing you do can be ridiculed and could possibly end your career. So I understand that. But I feel in Jennie's situation, it was just she really had nothing going for her when it comes down to defending herself, because it's the evidence is there. We're seeing her. Because there were other people who did find videos that was showing Jennie giving her all in these performances with Blackpink. But it's the evidence is there. You can clearly see the comparison between how she is when she was by herself and when she was with Blackpink. Now I'm saying everyone gets tired. Everyone gets just doesn't have that energy and motivation. But that does not give anyone the excuse to not give it their all. Idols still manage to do what they can do. They still manage to give it their all. You get me? They just don't slack off. They don't just stand there and look pretty. They try to give it their all, no matter what type of stress, no matter what type of, physical pain that they're in. They still try to do their best for their fans. Now, Jennie's, I don't know what her problem could be, and honestly, I do feel sorry if there is something going on with her mentally and emotionally. But like I said, at the end of the day, she's not the only person who's going through some stuff like that. But they still managed to get the shit done. They still managed to do their best. So I did see the other videos of her doing her all when she was with Blackpink, but it's still, like I said, that video did show some hardcore evidence about it. And I did myself also see the videos. Without that video, I did see Blackpink's performances when live compared to Jennie's. And I'm okay, this is kind of different. She is kind of giving more energy. Like I said, just, she's just giving her all more by herself than she is with Blackpink. But like I said, if she is going through something emotional, then I am sorry. I do not mean no offense to Blinks or Jennie herself, but like I said, she's not the only person who's going through something in their life, and she should just, I don't want to necessarily deal with it, but like for the fans' sake and for her reputation, just do the best you can do and just, fake it. I mean, that's something, like, I feel like we're going to get, like, backlash of it, but that's just my opinion. I just feel like she should just give her all no matter what the situation is. It's just not, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to try to justify what I'm trying to say. I already said what I said. Okay, moving on to number 5. IZ*ONE and (G)I-DLE. So IZ*ONE and (G)I-DLE are both new girl groups who have debuted this year. Yes. I'm correct. I am correct. So, the reason why I decided to make this I could have tied this in with Mama being trash because, when their awards were given out to rookie groups, IZ*ONE won. And I wasn't the only person who was kind of like shocked, but I was shocked because I was really expecting (G)I-DLE to have won because (G)I-DLE, when they debuted, their debut was a hit. They got first win on their first, their first, that was their first debut stage, and they won. Now, I'm not, yes, IZ*ONE won, their debut stage, they got their first award, but like I said, I feel like with (G)I-DLE, their popularity grew fast, and it's been a very constant popularity rise with (G)I-DLE, and they are a promising group for 2019. So when I heard that IZ*ONE beat (G)I-DLE, I was like, what? Like, not necessarily because of popularity rise, because they're both very popular groups, but in the sequence of how it is, you would think (G)I-DLE would win only because they have been in the K-pop game a little bit longer than IZ*ONE has, and IZ*ONE literally debuted last month. And I did see a picture, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but there was a picture showing that (G)I-DLE had more votes than IZ*ONE, but Mama decided to go with IZ*ONE. So this kind of reiterates what I've been saying when it comes down to the... Okay, editing BubbleT here. So I'm just gonna cut this opinion only because as I'm going through the video and just editing a few parts, this opinion number 5 with (G)I-DLE and IZ*ONE, this is completely ignorant. I'm sorry if you already concluded this. I'm sorry, but I am here to interject, and I'm not gonna continue on with this opinion. I am just gonna cut it right here. So I am going to just submit my clarification on this. So yeah, I'm going to save you guys the torture and the torment. But what I want to jump in here real quick and say is that I do apologize for not doing my full research onto how Mama is set up. I just thought that Mama was just a whole voting type, the winner, not winner takes all, but fans get to vote and whoever has the most votes win. I did not think that they would take in consideration the sale, and I should have known better because that's how it is in America with the whole MTV Awards, Grammy Awards, whatever. They do take in consideration about the album sales, the streaming, the digital sales, which makes sense. So, with that being said, looking through the research, IZ*ONE did fairly beat (G)I-DLE when it came down to the additional counterparts that Mama does look into. I just thought Mama did not apply those, and they only did it with whoever had the most votes in this category. And that's when I still interpret that Mama being biased, and they just let (G)I-DLE win. I mean, they let IZ*ONE win. So that was my fault for relying on social media to give me my answers when I could have easily just looked online and just did it myself. And the fact that I just failed to really get more insightfulness in how Mama really does work. But that is not okay. So this opinion itself with (G)I-DLE and IZ*ONE, this is debunked. So IZ*ONE did win fair and square, but I do still stand strongly when I feel that Mama is biased. So I do feel like it's a really strong hit and miss with Mama, but that is why I had initially had my opinion number 5 between IZ*ONE and (G)I-DLE, because I assumed that they were just doing the whole voting scale and that they were just rigging the votes. But no, there was more into it. So this opinion itself sucks, but number 3, I do stand strongly on because of the incident that happened last year and just incidents that they've done previously in the past. So like I said, I do apologize for kind of bashing, not necessarily bashing, not necessarily bashing, but really coming at this like in a very aggressive way, thinking that I knew it all when in reality I didn't. And then also another side note here on the whole Jennie situation, I did completely come on that ignorant as well. I did I really did bash Jennie, and I kind of made it sound like it was like almost like I was entitled to have her do her best, and that's not the case here. So I do apologize for me, I said, being ignorant and just not elaborating or clarifying in a proper way about the situation. Yes, that video was pretty like, oh, wow, insightful. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's just kind of hard to explain because I feel like what I was saying made sense, but the way I worded it and the way it came off as, it made it seem like I was just accusing Jennie of just calling her lazy when that's not the case here. But I just do feel like in her position as an idol, she has a lot to lose. Not necessarily, but fans-wise, popularity-wise, she has a lot to lose. So it's just like, I don't know. She doesn't owe anybody an explanation as to what she does or how she does it. But I just do feel like as an idol, it's just you might just play it safe than sorry. And that video unfortunately did gain a lot of attention, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It just sucks that she was put in this position unnecessarily. And that's all I have to say about that. And I end it here and continue the video. And then for my last K-pop opinion, saving the best one for last, and that is being a black K-pop fan. So I am African American, and let me tell you, it's just one of the hardest things ever to endure when being a K-pop fan, because you're having to, because in my shoes and in my perspective, I'm going through, like, I get the most backlash. Like, no matter, like, international fans get most shit from, like, K fans or Korean fans, but I just feel like it's just constant war between black K-pop fans and Korean K-pop fans, because, I don't know, it's just, it's just not even with fan wars, or, like, with that, it's just with the whole, like, with idols just being problematic, like being racially problematic about situations, with the whole braids, being a rapper, what it's like to be a black girl, or like blackface, or, oh, how would you imagine a black person, or like, how would you perceive a black person, just all those racial stereotypes. Now, I do understand that Korea is a very small country, not a very small country, but there's a very homogenous country, but that does not excuse the fact, or no, not even Korea. I do understand that Asia is a very homogenous country, but that does not subdue the fact that they shouldn't be a little bit more open-minded. Am I using the right terminology for country? Asia, yeah, I am. Sorry if I'm not. I did not. World Geography was not my strongest class. But anyway, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that they can at least be a little bit more open-minded with African Americans, because it just gets frustrating, because it's like they see us as these, like, not even humans, just this object that they just worship, and they just, like, I don't know, it can kind of get annoying and uncomfortable, because it's like, okay, we get it, you like us, but like what I'm trying to get at is that, like, they love black people, but they don't love what black people do or stand for. They only like our culture and what type of swag, or quote unquote swag, or quote unquote style that we have, but they don't truly love us. They like the idea of us. And that gets pretty frustrating as a black K-pop fan, because it's like, do you even consider us a fan, or do you consider us some type of, not necessarily a scapegoat, but like a way to boost up your reputation because you're being diverse or you're being inclusive. So it does get frustrating when K-pop idols do say racial slurs, or like make fun of their darker members, like, oh, ha, 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 we can't see in the dark, or ha, 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 you're so dark. It's like it gets frustrating. That's all. Like, I can make my own whole video as to why it's so hard being a black K-pop fan. Like, there is beauty into being a black K-pop fan, but there are also negative, spiteful, annoying, irritating aspects as to being a black K-pop fan. But for but from like the big one is just that we are the biggest target when it comes down to anything that's in relation to K-pop. Whether that be from K-armies or just from any K-pop stand or any K-pop fandom, we're always getting the short end of the stick. We're always getting lashed out on the most. And especially with idols too, we're always getting the backlash or like always the short end of the stick here because we are black and we are K-pop fans. So it's like you put 2 and 2 together, you already know the outcome's gonna be. But like I said, in the future I will make my own video I feel like I'm already going to depth more about it, but to not sound so all over the place and to be more direct and not consistent, but like just more precise about what I'm trying to get at, but just at a more broad, generalizing way. That is just how I feel that's how I feel, and many other aspects, but just from this primary point and from this video, it's just when it comes down to being a K-pop fan in idols' eyes and Korean fans' eyes, that's just how I feel like they view us. So those are my 6 K-pop opinions, or my 6 quote-unquote unpopular K-pop opinions. They were short, but I did want to make sure that I elaborate more as to why I felt strongly towards these opinions. And I do have every intention of making another one in the near future because I do a lot more opinions because I am a K-pop stan. I have been a K-pop stan for a little over 6 years now. No, a little over 4 years now, sorry. So yeah, I've had a lot of opinions, and I still have a lot of the same opinions that I would like to catharsize, if that's it. But yeah, there's a lot of opinions that I've had for a long time that I just wanted to vent out. But for the sake of this video and just how fresh and recent these opinions that I have, it was just easier for me just to start with these, and then the more I get comfortable with them, the more I will elaborate or, branch out further. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if you guys don't agree, if you do agree with my opinions, please do share. If you don't, also, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Leave your own opinions down. Tell me the opinions that you did agree on, or tell me the opinions you didn't agree on, and then, elaborate. But one thing I do want to say is please respect my opinions, because I will respect yours, because like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and everyone's opinion should be respected. You may not agree with them, but that is still their opinion at the end of the day, and they have the right to state that opinion. So like I said, it doesn't even have to be in my opinion. If there's someone else's opinion that you do see, just don't even come at them aggressively. Just say, hey, I disagree. Hey, you may not even understand their perspective, but just say, hey, I disagree. Let me tell you my opinion. Or not even that. Don't even comment. If you don't even feel like the need to say anything, don't say anything. But just don't sit here and bash me or anyone else's opinions because it's not your opinion. Like I said from the beginning, we all are K-pop fans, correct? But we all have different experiences, different opinions, different perspectives of what it is of what K-pop is to us. So it's to be expected that not everyone's going to have the same exact opinion, and that is okay. That is fine. But we are to be respected about it. And on that note, that's all I have to say. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have intentions of making another K-pop unpopular opinion in the near future, but I do want to see how this one goes, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.